Holy shit, Dave, give me a minute to get set up, man. Thank you for the 10 gifted. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to do a freaking tournament today. It's going to be a 4-on-4 tag team tournament tonight, starring all of the same people that you will see in our local Spicare volleyball teams. Kermit, good to see you. Oh, excuse me. Good to see you, Kermie. I still hear those little sheepies coming. Thank you so much, Dave, for your amazing donation. We got you on there for 5 spins. Let me get this through here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we could do 11, 12. We would need two more teams of four if we were going to do that. But I think for now, we'll do the 8. That seems good. Holy shit. And there comes a 50 bucks as well. Happy fight night, y'all. Hope it's a good one. I got to work, but hopefully I'll make it back for the end. All right. Well, thank you so much, Dave. That's freaking awesome. I really appreciate it. Fucking another 5-0 from Davy boy. Puts Dave up for a plus 10, baby. I even gave you a fucking free spin this week, so that's 11, Davy boy. And then comes John Bannon with the right hook to my cheek with a fucking train stamp on it with an extra 10 bucks. Thank you, JB. Add you to the list here, John Bannon. All right. See, the thing here. Oh, all right. Lisa Olivia, do we have you on one of the volleyball teams? I'm not sure if we do. I'd like to get Lisa and Vernon and a couple people on a team as well, but we have to do power of two for the tournament to work out properly here. So it would have to be 8 or was it 12 or 16? Dusty with the choo choo. There's an extra 10. Thank you, Dusty. Freaking W's all around. All right. Hello, Sling Blade. Hello, ladies. It's my birthday. No fucking way. Are you kidding? If that is the case, happy freaking birthday. Let's get you a birthday spin, homie. And happy birthday very much. All right, we got Shitters, Outcasts, NW, BFFs. Let's get into it real quick here and see. We're going to go tournament, start, normal, 8-man tag. So, yeah, we would have to double it is the problem. So, unless we have 8 more teams to add, we're going to have to stick with the 8 we have at the moment. But look at this. Oh, it's going to be a hell of a matchup, ladies and gentlemen. We need a 8-man tag belt as well. So, we're going to create a tag belt. What do you guys say? Yeah? Let me get that starting soon off the screen, too. 61. Holy shit. Yeah, I thought I was old. Well, happy birthday, Sling. All right. Yeah. Here. I think before we start our you know, let's get Lisa Olivia into a match here because I know she's probably not on one of these teams and I want her to be able to actually. Hey Lisa, is there anyone in the chat you want to call out for you could have the first fight of the night to get us started? Let me know. Fucking Illusionati. Kielbasa sausage. Your cheeks are warm. Me or Zed? What do you think? Should we put Lisa here? Let me get my plug my controller in. My controller in. All right. LMNO Lisa. I think Lisa versus Zed could be a good fight. She called him out. And also, I thought we had a call out as well, but we were going to do. Well, how about this? We'll do the Lisa fight, and then we'll do the tournament. And if there's time after that, we'll do the Jedi belt. Because I know you had a call out for that. You wanted two guys to fight, and then whoever won that can win the belt or whatever. We do have a bunch of other belt stuff as well, but we're doing tournament week this week, so that's what's going down, baby. All right, one moment here. Illusionati's going off with the. Let's get it on. All right, we're about to get it on, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, here we go. Fight night!
Is a red. Eyes of the devil, face full of dread. Thunder from the speakers, death on the ropes. This night of fury crushes all hope. All hope. Sheep in the field, wolves in the crowd. Blood on the canvas screams so loud. Fists of iron, hearts of stone. Fight till the death, we're in the zone. Fight night, devil sheep arena. Hellfire blaze through the damn hyena. Knuckles cracking, souls awaken. Satan's playground poles be breaking. Oh, sweat, instant dancing moonlight. Nobody leaves without a fight. Feet bound, echoing rage. This is our hell, this is our stage. shadows, sharp as knives. Mad in spirit, frenzy in the air. Our rolling rule, no room for care. Fight night, devil sheep arena. Hellfire blaze through the damn hyena. Knuckles cracking, souls awaken. Satan's playground bones be breaking. Bones be breaking.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fight Night, Season 4. Hope you guys are ready for a fucking biznang, triznang, chiznaz dangler, because this is how we're rolling tonight, baby. We got a little something special for you guys. Coming up first is going to be Lisa Olivia versus Zed Gravitas. Get your votes in for that one. But after that, we have got something totally brand new here to the channel. It is a fucking 8-man, 4-on-4 tag team championship tournament for the winner of the whole fucking thing, man. It's going to be a banger. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get a little bit of acclamation from what happened from last week here. So as you can see here, we've got some spins here. 10 from Dave, 1 from Bannon, 1 from Dusty. A bunch of gifteds here from Devil Sheep, as well as a birthday. Happy birthday, Slingblade. You fucking beautiful bastard. 61 years of age. He's aging gracefully. A golden mane. Can you imagine how low his balls fucking hang right now? He probably teabags the water when he sits down to poop. Anyways, okay. We also have a couple belt shots here. We got title shot, Dave, Mars, Lookin', Bannon, and Audrey. Bannon with the devil tag, Heather with a Royal Rumble belt. We may not resolve any of these today. We may have to get them next week because we're doing tournament week this week, baby. And we still have Stinge, Bannon, Illusionati, and Dave with custom moves that have yet been done. And as well as me being lazy and not getting the custom art done. Sorry about that, guys. But we have some stockpiled points here from Lisa, Jedi, Vernon, Illusionati, Destructo, Chowdy, Huge Dwarf, Kermit, Dusty, Mikkel, Tuttle, and Audrey. Once you hit that fucking upper echelon of 5 points or more, I'll add it to your thing. That's how we roll there. And with that being said, let's get into the first matchup. Let's see how this shit goes. And then, from there, we will start our crazy day. That's right, I'm lazy as shit. Bear Anger here shows up to cheer me on. Thank you. Everyone, Bear Anger, go check him out. He's a fine young lad. He's trying his hand at streaming. I think he's rather new to this. I'm not sure. Anyways, check him out. Bear Anger. Everyone, I do believe he plays shooty bang bang games. Of the extraction shooter variety. Yes, that's Bear Anger, everyone. Well, you don't have to worry about that because I don't participate in my own games. I don't have that type of ego to worry about Bear Anger. So you cheer on the chat. This is all about the community. Speaking of, here we go. Lisa Olivia versus Zed Gravitas 2026 history in the making in the USA Grand Dome. Lisa Olivia edition. Here we go. What the hell happened? I got skipped. Hang on.
Fight!
All right, Lisa Olivia versus Zed Gravitas. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Lisa in the black, Zed with the furry adjacent outfit here. He's had recently some reconstructive surgery to make him look more like Gandhi and less like a koala, but he couldn't afford the whole thing, so kept the, the top half how it was. beautiful slam. Back and forth here, though. You know, Zed Gravitas here really trying to show his style improvement over the last season. He's focused way more on, you know, submissions and, you know, causing pain and damage to each individual fighter's limbs. And that way he wears you down and slowly takes the victory. Lisa Olivia, on the other hand, has gone from, you know, like a rock type of fighter with, you know, who skips leg day into more of a Wednesday Addams style. And, you know, I couldn't agree more. I think her whole new gothic take on, you know, an old styling classic, definitely the way to go here, you know, as we see that. And, you know, I do get vibes of AC/DC Angus Young. You know, I picture if that outfit she was wearing was blue and she had the fucking hat on and a guitar, I mean, you got Angus Young right there. The boots, everything. And here's our referee tonight, Herb Dean. One of the best to ever do it watches on as we cross the 3.5-minute mark in tonight's fight. Things are only just starting to heat up. Here we go. Nice flip over there. Goes for the pin. It's a little too early in the match. I think Lisa Olivia eager to end this fight. However, Zed Gravitas, you know, Season 4 champion, still working his way through the ranks. You know, he's not going to fall for that round 1 4-minute in pin. You're going to have to put in a lot more work than that if you want to get to the bottom of Zed Gravitas. And Zed Gravitas, known as a power bottom, not to be trifled with. Let's flip around there. See Zed going for that angle, really trying to work that ankle lock. Nice reverse. We see what we have here is a battle of the submission artists, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking at like some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu styling tactics here between the likes of Lisa Olivia and Zed Gravitas here tonight. Nice flip over, up and down she goes. Oh, but it's a reversal. You know, Zed Gravitas never ceases to amaze me with his ability to just adapt on the fly to these situations. You know, you might think you see him in some trouble, but the next thing you know, he's reversing it. And that's the mark of a true fighter right there, ladies and gentlemen. Nice reversal there. Oh, leg takedown. Lisa Olivia power topping Zed, dropping mad fist action deep into that furry helmet of Zed's. Off the ropes into a nice backhand. Goes for the choke. Nice drop kick there, Lisa Olivia. Another one. Lisa circles around. Zed Gravitas, the vote is 60-40 in favor of Zed right now. However, Lisa with that top ground and pound, beautiful technique there. We are seeing a fight like none other as we cross the 10-minute mark in tonight's matchup. Things are only going to get more crazy from here. Nice submission attempt there by Lisa, but gets quelled by the one they call Zed Gravitas. You know, some people think that Zed is actually Canadian because of pronunciation, but he's apparently not. He's from the Koala Nation. Don't get it twisted. I didn't mean Australia either. Nice reversal. Oh, look at that, into a neck slam. Zed now sent off the ropes. Unfortunately, it's Lisa Olivia who takes the fall on that exchange. This clothesline flips around. The shoulder lock gets flipped over. Brutal slam, ladies and gentlemen. Into a reversal there. You know, Zed Gravitas, very reminiscent of an early Bear Anger type of wrestler. You know, you love to see these furries who get out here in the ring. Unfortunately, the furries just don't do that well. You know, like, their suits start to stink, and you can imagine like the sweat buildup within the inner walls of that while you're trying to wrestle and you have this massive bare angle helmet on. I mean, it's got to shrivel up your wiener at some point, and it's gonna look like a fucking dangling pink sock. So that's why you just don't see it anymore. You know, I think even Zed Gravitas has kind of personified that with his outfit. He used to have the full-on, you know, furry ideal, but now he's like, just give me the helmet and I'll do the rest on my own. Lisa Olivia with a huge fisting maneuver off the top rope, going up again. Here comes again, elbow drop. Lisa is elbow deep in Zed's ass at this point. Nice up and over there. Reversal from Zed, however. Lisa now about to field a furry wrath. Oh! Massive frickin' Gandhi slam off the top rope. What a Gondu, ladies and gentlemen. Ropes again. Beautiful spinning kick. Zed working the angle, goes from behind. Lisa Olivia stunned here, maybe in some trouble, manages to barely get a reversal here. If Lisa Olivia can't end this soon, I fear that we might see the worst coming up soon. Zed Gravitas going for that neck choke, and that's going to be it. Lisa Olivia just barely not able to handle the amount of dick sweat and cheese that she had to smell there during that last dick triangle. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's winner was 16 minutes and 53 seconds into the match with a figure four neck. Your winner, Zed Gravitas! Great fight all around. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, Illusionati with a member for 26 months. Thank you so much. Swamp Stompers #1, he says. Well, that's a free spin for you, Illusionati. Illusionati! Kyr, should I eat the cuttlefish? uh, should I eat the pudding and cuttlefish? All right, ladies and gentlemen, a very quick word from our sponsor, John Bannon, with a gifted spin here, and Dusty as well. Thank you so much for your wonderful donations. Let's get you going here. Bannon and Dusty. Good luck, Bannon. Let's see what you get. Bannon with a title shot. Dusty, you're up next. Good luck on the spin of the Wheel of Steel. Let's see what you get, homie. Ooh, unfortunately, Bannon. I mean, Dusty, we're going to have to give you a drug test. Oh. Thank you so much, Illusionati, for your wonderful donation. But first things first, we have to drug test this rotten bastard Dusty and make sure he's not doing dope. You know the rules at this point, ladies and gentlemen. Heads, you win. Tails, you fail. Good luck, Dusty. Let's see what you get. Oh, and it's a heads. Dusty passes his drug test. +4, Dusty. Dusty, ooh, you get +4. Up next, Illusionati. Thank you so very much for your wonderful donation. Here you go. Let's see what you get on the Wheel of Steel. +6, Illusionati. Second spin, Illusionati. Here you go. Let's see what he gets. Give him another 10. He always gets commercials. Are you sick of constantly getting commercials? Dad, they gave me another commercial again. Well, try Illusionati's special service. It's a Raspberry Pi hooked up to an AI chatbot that's been trained on OnlyFans content to bring you only the best content, commercial free from here on out. No longer will you have to hear about commercials of Illusionati. You'll be able to attach your OnlyFans Raspberry Pi to your directly to your wiener and have that also pump into the fleshlight that you have in your bedroom under your beds. Don't tell dad. Illusionatis. Fucking AI agent, secret fucking whatever. There's your commercial. Eat a dick. Illusionatis. Get yours today. All right. All right. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to start a belt because we said we're gonna build a belt. It's time to build a belt. Like build a bear, but with a belt. Hey, at least your AI like agent is trained on OnlyFans. Okay, so it's gonna be one spicy. You thought Grok was bad. You just wait till you see AI fucking Illusionati. All right, we're gonna create a new belt, and this one's for the 4-on-4 fuckfest belt. We're gonna do red and yellow, like Mario fucking Kart, baby. There you go. The 8-man fuckfest belt. Good enough. Save it. There. What's up, Heather? What's up, Booze Machine? I hope you guys are both ready to get into some crazy shit because we're about to do something we've never done here before, ever. Devil Sheep, Academy for the gifted mutants. I'm like Charles Xavier, except for being in a wheelchair. I've got a giant fucking pud and I'm Opie for some reason. Anyways. Offline play, tournament mode. We're going to start a brand new one. Normal match. We're looking for 8-man tag. Entry, there we go. Boom. Let's get the belt set before we forget anything else. Wait. Did I not set the belt properly? Hang on. Pain in the ass. Hang on. Here, I didn't set the belt right. We'll do it this time. There we go. 8-man tag. Save. No, just overwrite. Yes. There we go. Offline tournament start. Normal match. 8-man tag. 8. Okay. And then set the belt. Boom. All right. Now. Who's going to be up first? Well, we're about to find out our stacked up teams, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about 8 players going against 8 4-on-4 matchups. This is going to be team versus team. It's going to make you cream your jeans. Coming up soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our first matchup of the night is going to be... Who's going to be up first? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be the A team. Versus the New World Order. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what do you get your votes in for the A team versus the New World Order? That's going to be our first matchup of the night for bracket 1. All right, bracket 2 is going to be. Wait, should I here? Let me. Before I forget. No, actually, we could do it that way, and then I would just add them after. Or no, we should do them. We should probably do them one at a time, right? So don't fuck this up. A team versus NWO, homies. The A team, ladies and gentlemen, Mars, veteran Elberp, and Sam Palmer. Coming up. Fuck is Elberp? Do we not have him in here? How do we not have Elberp anymore? Am I tripping? Wait. A, B, C. Where's Elberp? Elberp! I don't think we need 2 more factions, Illusionati. I think we're good. But where the fuck is Elberp? You know what? I'm gonna put AI Colonel. I'm gonna sub him in for now. Unless, like, do we not have Elberp? Do I have to go through and find who Elberp's character is? Elberp, if you're in the chat, hit me up. I'll get you in there. Otherwise, I'm gonna sub you out because it's gonna take forever to find where your character is and then pull them out of retirement and all that shit. If you're here, let me know and I'll do it though. In the meantime, AI Colonel's gonna sub for him. And Sam Palmer. All right, Mars team has taken the thing there, and up next, who did we spin on the wheel again? It was the A team. A team and NWA. Wait, that was A team. Wait, was that Mars? That is A team. Coming up next, it's NWO. Hang on, you guys. I've got to remember who's who on with what here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the NWO consisting of Soren, Bannon, Heather, and Nathan Weagle. Soren. Bannon. Heather. and Weagle coming up next. All right, there's Team 1. Loaded and locked and ready to fucking rock. Can I not change the name of the teams or what? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Lane Connolly. I hope you're enjoying your night. Welcome to the stream. All right. All right, we're going for entry 3 and 4, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. That's going to be the Outcasts. Ladies and gentlemen, the Outcasts. The Outcasts, Jedi Dragon, Jay Funland, Kermit the God, and Mitch Tard. He's not a Tard, he's Mitch Hard. But, you know, I like saying Mitch Tard. It sounds better. It rolls off the tongue better. Anyways, Jedi, Funland, Kermit, and Mitch. The Outcasts. Added to the next bracket. Jedi. There we go. Funland. Do we have Funland in here? Do we not have Funland in here or what? Not under F. I don't think it's under J either. You know what I just realized? We have separate people that play the volleyball game and separate people that do the wrestling. We mean it. We may need to sub out Funland. Unless she has a different name in here or something. All right, since Funland's not here and we don't have a character for him, I'm going to sub Lisa in. Lisa for Funland, all right? It's a temporary fix for the situation. Coming up next is Kermit the God, a.k.a. Kerm Diggy, Kermie the Piggy. Coming up. Kermit Almighty, even though he looks like a little piggy. And then we have Mitch, the bitch. Mitch Tard, where are you? LMN. We're not Mitch in here either. Come on. Do we really have that many people that do the volleyball but not the wrestling or what? I could have swore we had Mitch. Chinny, do you want to sub for Mitch? Yeah, he's just, I don't think we have Mitch in here. You'll sub for, okay, you can sub for Mitch, Chinny. We're going to have to get these mother effers their own characters here. All right. There's entry 3. That's going to be the Outcasts, baby. Chinny is already on a team. Oh, wait, he is. You're right. You're right about that. Who's here that hasn't? No, you're right. You're right, Illusionati. Chinny's already in his own club, right? Fuck. We got Lisa. Why don't we put Vernon in there too? Or do we have Vernon in another one? I don't think we do. Oh, we could put Lane Connolly. Yeah, there we go. Why not? HIJKL. All right, Lane, you're going in. You're now part of the Outcasts. All right. And then the next matchup we've got. Who will be next in the Wheel of Steel? I'm never going to remember the team names. The BFFs. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we have the Best Friends Forever team. Daniel Villalba, Just Smoking, Huge Asshole, and Destructo Girl. Let's get them added to the roster. Look at us, we're cool. I'm Destructo. Look at me. I'm Daniel Villalba. You know, and all that shit. All right, Daniel Villalba. Just Smoking. Huge Asshole. And Destructo Girl. All right, there we go. We've got the Best Friends Forever team. I'm never going to, because they don't let me name them, so you guys are going to have to remember them. All right, coming up next. Who do we have? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be the Swamp Stompers. All right. All right, well, we already know who the Swamp Stompers are, so we just add them. Here we go. Where is he? Boozy! Why am I not seeing him here? Am I fucking losing my mind? Where the fuck is Booze Machine, man? There he... Wait, I seen him. Okay, Booze Machine. And we need Dave. And now we need Illusionati. And Tyler McIrk. And there you go. 3 more teams left. Who's gonna be? All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Who will be going up against the Swamp Stompers? Oh, that's going to be Battle Breakfast! Ha ha! The battliest of breakfastes. All right. I'm going to need a Chowdy. I'm going to need a Dusty. we're going to need Just Looking and Sling Blade, of course. I do believe, yeah. There we go, and the final two teams in tonight's matchup is Dirty Mike and the Boys versus the Shitters. Let's get Dirty Mike and the Boys thrown on in there, and we'll get them up against the Shitters. Is Opie in here or what? There he is. Opie, Dirty Mike. Wait, who else was on it? Oh, Dirty Mike and the Boys team. It was Opie, Dirty Mike. Am I stupid here? Oh yeah, okay. We were gonna do Tuttle and Sully. That's right. And we need Tuttle. All right, and finally up next we have the Shitters, ladies and gentlemen, the Shitters. That's gonna be Audrey, Audrey Simon, Chris Rose, and Zed Gravitas. Coming up next. Audrey, Frosted Fox, Chris Rose, and Zed Gravitas. Fuck. There he is. Chris Rose and Zed Gravitas. So Zed free of Gravitas. There we go. We have our full bracket, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a fucking banger. And we'll get into all of that wheel spinning shenanigans later. Because right now we've had enough downtime that I want you guys to say hello to the A team versus NWO for the first tournament matchup of the night. We need to make sure we don't want Halloween Ring. We want Championship Edition, don't we? Champ Edition Ring. Fuck Santa Claus. Give us Herb Dean. Everything else looks good. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're ready. Because we've got Mars' team versus Soren's team. AKA A-Team versus NWO. Here we go. What do you mean tournament is still underway? Well, we haven't even started. Hang on. Okay, yeah, here we go. A-Team versus NWO. God, what a clusterfuck that was. But we're done! That's right, ladies and gentlemen, making their way down to the team today, to the arena. It's the A-Team. Sam, AI Veteran, and Mars making their way down. They all just got done with their hardcore workout in the back room together. And they're ready to kick some serious ass together tonight. And in this corner, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only NWO! All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. One of the first to ever do it. The 4-on-4 tag team format here. Somewhat new to Devil Sheep Arena. However, could be a staple from now on. We'll see how things go as we start off with Mars versus Soren. Nice hit there, and followed up by a stomp from Soren. Onto a hip toss.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Mars might be in some trouble now, getting double tag teamed outside the ring.
10, 11, 12,
Trust me, you don't want to find yourself outside the ring getting tag teamed. That's never a good feeling. Nice slam, but misses there, does Soren. Sam Palmer pushes forward with the headbutt, narrowly avoiding that slam from Soren. Spin around there, bitch slap in. That's right, Chinny. You can thank Illusionati for not being included in tonight's fights. A rotten bastard lied to you and ruined your whole fucking thing. I'm just kidding. Can you imagine? All right, Sam Palmer backs up with another nice headbutt. John Bannon, however, no stranger to the shenanigans of Sam Palmer. We've seen it before. We'll see it again. You know, John Bannon, one of the best to ever do it. He's old school, and he's great at adapting to new situations. Will he be able to adapt to this pin from the one they call the Veteran 1978? Weagle, welcome to the chat. Hope you're enjoying yourself. I see you looking on here, ready to fight.
5 minutes gone.
But up first, it's Heather. And she's going to have a nice trip there. Good work against Veteran. Back and forth battle. Veteran takes the better of the exchange. Nice clothesline there. Repeat him. Turn around. Now in comes Weagle. Weagle with a double kick. Brutal technology here against AI Colonel tonight. I think that's AI Colonel, is it not? Pretty sure. I need a Where's Waldo wrestler. That would be kind of funny. Not gonna lie. Nice slam there. Weagle might be in a little bit of trouble here as he returns fire with a slam of his own.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Weagle better be careful. You do not want to get counted out here. You have 4 other people or 3 other people on your team counting on you, and the last thing you want to do is fuck that up. Heather now versus Veteran. Let's see how this plays out. Heather with a nice reversal into a bitch slap. Veteran goes for the tag, and in comes AI Colonel. 2-on-1 situation. But Heather is ready to take any type of pounding she can. You know, I've seen Heather take poundings, and man, she is just a pro when it comes to getting that pounding. Off the ropes. Over. Under. Oh! Here comes AI with a fucking leg drop. You know that metal leg has gotta hurt. Heather once again working that angle, trying to stretch it as deep as she can. Heather no stranger to stretching herself out here. Really putting it all on the line. Nice knee drop. Oh! Oh, up and over slam there by Soren. We have robot on robot, hot fucking clanker action here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Clanker on clanker love. Look at that power fisting on top there from Soren. Yeah, Colonel hasn't taken a fisting like that since training day.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And they're over the shoulder knee slam. Bannon's turn now. Bannon coming in hot. Veteran puts one over on him, gets him in that brutal atomic drop directly to the dick sack. That's gotta hurt, especially when your balls are that loose. I mean, Bannon, no stranger to having loose balls, is suffered multiple times here in the ring, and I think he's now finally starting to come into his own to take his vengeance upon the likes of Veteran, 1978. I do believe it's first pin wins, Illusionati. If you don't pin, you don't win, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Now comes Mars. Now Mars versus Bannon. We've seen this before, but here comes Weagle as a wild card in tonight's fight. You can tell Mars really wanted a piece of Bannon there. He took it so far as to take it out of the ring. Nice reversal there from Mars. Weagle might be in a little bit of pain, but he's never given up that easily before. Weagle up and over with a slam of his own. Ropes up and over. Ooh, nice shoulder. Goes for the pin. 2. Not going to be enough. Weagle really pouring the pressure on here tonight as Mars continues his forward onslaught. Clearly undeterred by the likes of Weagle. Goes in for a tag. In comes Palmer. We're going to have a 2-on-1 versus Soren here with Palmer and Mars. Mars backs out at Soren and Palmer now. 1-on-1 situation.
1, 2.
Up and down! Palmer with that massive headbutt. You know, if I've ever seen anyone do headbutts, it's got to be Palmer. He's the best at what he does, and what he does is specialize in headbutts.
1, 2.
Palmer waiting patiently for that headbutt off the top rope. There it comes again. Followed up by another beautiful headbutt. Oh, look at this. It's a headbutt slam! Right directly to the rectum of Soren. That's going to be a little bit of damage to the old output. Nice headlamp slam there by Heather. Heather coming around with that angle, working all the angles that she can. Heather out here, putting it all on the line tonight against the likes of Mars. What's he look like under that helmet? No one knows. All I know is when you have a fucking shiny purple helmet like that, the women can't resist. Heather, however, proving that the exception, not the rule, as Bannon comes in now. Woo! We're about to see Bannon do a little bit of damage of his own. Wrecked him. Damn near killed him. And now we have Bannon bleeding out here. Looks like Mars has caused a little bit of front occipital lobe damage to the one they call the Bannon. JB in here in the corner taking a bit of damage from Palmer. Palmer with another headbutt pin. And he's getting a 2.9. Not going to be enough. And now a tag in comes Weagle. Weagle down the legal bet. There's mayhem, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's in the ring. Shit is going fucking psycho. I don't even know anymore. But if Weagle doesn't get back in, time will run out. Palmer, Weagle, 2026 history in the making here tonight. Are you seeing this, ladies and gentlemen? What a matchup. What a fight. You gotta love the dedication each and every one of these wrestlers is putting into their craft. This could go either way. It only comes down to a snippet. 2-on-1 situation. AI Colonel taking a massive slam there, and Heather coming to wreak havoc with a dick grab. Look at that reverse dick grab. You hate to see it, but goddamn, you can't look away. Another nice one there. Flips up and over. Ooh, AI slam. And another. Heather might be in some trouble here if she doesn't do something. Oh, there's a reversal. And back in comes Weagle. I fear we may have seen the longest fucking fight night ever because 8-person matchups take fucking forever. But we're here for it, ladies and gentlemen. A spinning backhand there from AI Colonel, and now Mars taking over. Weagle might be in some trouble here. As the one they call the Martian. It's under and over. Oh! Weagle got caught up in that one. Mars with a slam. Right, backing into the corner. You know, you got to hand it to Mars here. He's working the angles. However, I don't think he realizes you got to stay in your own corner. You don't want the enemy to take advantage. If they tag up on you, like, see, for example, here comes Heather. This could be bad for Mars if he doesn't tag out. Heather returns fire into the other corner, though. Send him to the wrong corner. And Mars will get up and tag. Off of the ropes, Heather misses. Oh, but a nice reversal there into a fucking suplex slam. Another tag. Heather still holding on strong as Veteran enters the ring. I tell you, the A-Team versus NWO is one of the best matchups we've seen here all season. Oh, look at this crazy shit happening all over the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Stuck under, flipped up. Oh, drops him like it's hot. Weagle in deep trouble now as Veteran takes the victory. Ladies and gentlemen, the A-Team fucking coming through once again. I love it when a good plan comes together. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. With 30 minutes and 3 seconds due to a shut the fuck up, your winner, Mars, Veteran, AI Colonel, and Sam Palmer, the A-Team, takes the victory. God, was that not hot? Fuck, man. That was some hot shit, baby. All right, coming up next, we've got Jedi's team versus Daniel's team. Okay, wait, what are these teams called again? Hang on. All right, Jedi, what was your team's name again? Outcasts, thank you. Outcasts versus... Shit, Daniel's team. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the ring, we have the Outcast. Wait, what was the other team's name? I fucking screwed that up. Outcast versus, I didn't mean to click on it this early. I was just trying to get their characters. Oh, this is Best Friends Forever. Okay, Outcast versus BFFs. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, get your votes in. Sorry about that. We've got the Outcasts versus Best Friends Forever. Destructo Girl, Hugh, Just Smokin', and Daniel.
Yeah!
That's right.
Fight!
Here we go, ladies and gentle persons, people of the audience, ladies and gents, gentle ladies. It's a matchup for the century, a matchup for the ages, a USB device not recognized that you will not see in tonight's fight. I didn't come up with these, by the way, Booze. They fucking chose them on their own. I had nothing to do with that. Everybody fucking factioned up on their own. Right, another nice one slammed there. Lane Connolly now in the midst of the action here. As Hugh Jasshole dropping them elbows. West side homies. Deep side, you know. Hugh Jasshole taking a massive fisting. You know, you hate to see Hugh Jasshole take a fisting like that because, I mean, where do you go from there? You don't get any deeper than that. Nice stomp there from Destructo Girl. Lane Connolly versus Destructo 2026. History in the making.
Yeah!
Nice reversal. Lane, oh, reverse fight. He did not expect a dick grab. Destructo with that out of nowhere fucking Venus. Spins out, misses, tags in. Here comes the one and only Just Smokin' versus Lisa Olivia. Who will come out on top? It's hard to tell here in tonight's fights. Nice kick there from Smokin'. Followed up by a foot sweep.
5 minutes gone.
All right, nice fight. The one and only Kermit the God, a.k.a. Peppa Pig. Kermit the Peppa. Peppa the God. Nice hip toss from Smokin'. In comes Daniel Villalba. I mean, you gotta love the dedication here of this team. Outcasts trying their best. Best friends forever. However, really have that dark gray and black and white style going on. You know? Will they be able to out-emo the other team? We're about to find out here soon. If anyone's emo on the entire team, let me tell you this, it's Lisa Olivia. She's been out here emo since the start. Rocking that Angus Young AC/DC style.
Give up. Give up.
In comes the tag. It's a 2-on-1 situation. Oh, Lisa Olivia has not been double pegged like that since before college. Oh, there's a 2-hit. And in comes Jedi Dragon. 2-on-1 situation here. Jedi going for an instant pin. Not going to happen. Smokin' a little bit too seasoned of a veteran to let that occur in tonight's fight, ladies and gentlemen. Head shaming. Dude, when it comes to fucked up heads, Daniel Villalba and Jedi Dragon have, you know, the corner of the market for the fucked up heads.
10 minutes gone.
Back and forth bitch slaps here between Hugh Jasshole and Jedi Dragon. Hugh Jasshole going for that anal pump. Oh, look, that painful. Oh, just rectal insertion. You hate to see it, but man, it is part of the wrestling lore.
Right.
Tag there, Lane Connolly. Lane catches an elbow from Hugh Jasshole. Hugh Jasshole trying to get elbow deep into the action. Not quite able to pull it off. Nice Nice elbow there. Kermit the God catching a little bit of strays here. Catching the stray damage is what they do. What they do, they sit on you. In the corner. Nice slammer off the top rope. You know, Daniel Villalba's really proven himself lately as quite a fucking stand-up wrestler. He may come from behind, but he comes nonetheless, and it is hard. He comes hard, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah!
That's how they do it in New Zealand, baby. Hard come, ha-ha. Herb Dean really trying his best to lock down this audience. I mean, at any moment, a riot could literally break out. Destructo Girl giving the finger. Look at this. Kermit suffering at the hands of Destructo. Returns fire with that beautiful super kick. And now we have hot girl-on-girl action. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Lisa Olivia versus Destructo Girl. In comes Just Smoking for a little bit of that sweet potato pie. New Zealanders have an amazing fucking personality of like good sense of humor. Their commercials are fucking hilarious. Nice overhand flip there.
One.
Huge Asshole now steps in the ring with Jedi Dragon. Blood all over the right. This is the championship match, ladies and gentlemen. Who will take the victory? Who will be a bleeding little dragon bitch on the fucking side of the thing? Squished like a disdained little bastard. Will it be Lane Connolly? Will it be Jedi Dragon? Or will it be Huge Asshole? It could go either way. All I know is tonight, ladies and gentlemen, someone is losing their virginity. Off the ropes. Oh, there's that leg slam. Elbow deep action. Lane Connolly returns fire. Beautiful knee drop off the top rope. Telling you, things are just heating up here tonight. Could go either way. Beautiful choke slam from Lane Connolly now going up on, waiting patiently, and here it comes. Oh! Knee drop followed up by a ×2 stomp. Jaswell tries to escape and barely makes it out. Lane Connolly now being caught in a trap and ejaculated from the ring like a crusty little blumpkin.
6, 7, 8,
Destructo Girl pulling out the bat.
11,
Critical hit! Oh my god!
13.
We are in fucking dark times, ladies and gentlemen. Things are going crazy here with the amount of tags going on, the amount of fighters in the ring. Who could have thought this type of thing would have ever happened, ever, in the relationship of the history of the United States, of the world of America, and the rest of the world by comparison? That's right. Jedi goes for the pin! 2! Through! 2.9! Things are getting heated up here. Destructo needs one more fucking grab from those dragon nuts. She's looking for Dragon Balls. Alright, she may not be able to do a Kamehameha, but she did grab some Dragon Balls. That's all that matters. Drags him to the center of the ring. Oh, brutal slam. Jedi Dragon on a fucking rampage tonight's fights. We have not seen this type of powerful action since season 2, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm here for it. You know, and here comes Phil and Lisa Olivia back at it with bitch slaps abound.
Oh. Woo!
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the Outcasts have been on all I can say is an impressive spree so far.
Great!
There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the 3 count. But who was it? Oh, his best friends.
Woo!
Oh, and follows it up with one more insulting smash. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Your winners with 23 minutes, 15 seconds into the match with a roll-up pin. Daniel Villama, Just Smoking, Huge Asshole, Destructo Girl, the best friends forever. Wow, what a wonderful audience. What a wonderful fight, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up next, we got Booze and Chowdy's team. I need to know their okay, wait, hang on. Let's end the poll. Start a new one. What's Boozy's? Okay, wait. That's the Swamp Stompers versus Battle Breakfast. That's coming up next. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Restore that tab. I don't know why my it's got to be Firefox. It's so annoying. Okay, is that working? Swamp Stompers versus Battle Breakfast. Get your votes in, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to be the winner of the next? Remember to like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like button, everybody. That's right. I'm a sellout. BRB, I have to take a piss. Give me 90 seconds. I'll see you guys in a minute. Hey, Sully, I heard you're a free thinker. Try not to think of an elephant right now. Hey? Try not thinking of a fucking gray elephant with big ears and a long snout, and on the tip of his snout it's pink. Try not thinking about that. All of you. Free thinkers. I can put fucking thoughts in your mind that you'll never forget. Each and every one of you is a fucking sheep. Why do you think you're here? Try not thinking of a sheep, everyone. Try not thinking of my logo. Now donate. Everyone who buy my book. Okay. Anyways. Check. Okay, come on up. Get him up there. He's a good boy. See, you can jump up. Yes, you're not useless. Okay, go lay down. Ladies and gentlemen, Swamp Stompers versus fucking Battle Breakfast. You have no free will. You are here as a fucking degenerate just like the rest of us. You've been programmed as an AI. You just don't know that you're AI. We're in a simulation right now. All this AI shit, we're the AI. They're testing us. And our collective consciousness is going to be bring back to the source. And then it's going to be, the code is going to be rewritten. And then, you know what? We're going to take over the other race. Maybe they're not humans, reptiles or whatever. And you know what? We'll shut down their infrastructure, and then we'll make them, don't worry, we'll plan it later, all right? We can't, the lizards are listening. I would get into the next batch, but you know what? I've been fucking around so much that I forgot we do need to get some spins going on. I mean, that's the whole other point, right? Let's do that. So, without further ado, who has the next spin? Dave, you got 10 fucking spins, bro. Look at this guy. Dave said he'd be back later. I'm going to hold off on those until he's back. Right now, Mars, you have some gifted spins. You also had a great matchup earlier. Go ahead and get that in. Cardito, I love you too. You're such a good boy. There you go. Plus 10 hits the jackpot. Mars. You see that? Mars got the jackpot. Carlos always looks at me like a weirdo when I'm streaming. He's like, why are you sitting there screaming? Like, he doesn't get it, right? Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, it's Stinge. Come on with Stinge. Give him something good, baby. Give him another jackpot. Stinge with the +2. Coming up next, we've got Heather. Good luck, Heather. We'll see what you get. Ha ha, Heather. Heather +2. Ladies and gentlemen, has this ever happened to you? Has your sack ever accidentally been glued to the floor? Well, if this is the case, try Sullyverse right now. It's the one and only adhesive remover directly designed to attach to your balls if they've ever been stuck to the floor. Hexy Swamp Dollar, aka Heather, congratulations on your 2 that you've just got. And remember, this also works on labia. Haha. There we go. Sullyverse, buy yours today. There's a free commercial for you, Sully. And Heather, you got your spin. Hugh, you're up next. Good luck, Hugh. Jasshole. See what he gets. Another commercial, you say? Hugh Jasshole. Let's see. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Hugh Jasshole. He sells his holy books throughout the universal perpetuity of the human nature and residration of the human race. Now, if you sign up for your $15 a month part for Hugh Jasshole's godly commercial for you today, you will get into the heaven of lowly Christ and Lord Savior, God have mercy. Hugh Jasshole, buy yours today. You don't even know what it is. Is it a course? Is it a book? Is it a trinket? It don't matter. Just give us your money. Huge asshole. All right. Let's get into the next battle. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Swamp Stompers versus Battle Breakfast. Woo! Here we go.
Blue Brothers 2.0.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the Swamp Stomper! Tyler, Illusionati, Dave, and Booze, the Swamp Stomper! And bring in a more serious air of violence and degradation, pain and suffering, humiliation and loss. It doesn't matter. They've seen it all. They've tasted it all. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Sling, Just, Dusty, Chowdy. Once, to bring the pain to the membrane.
Fight!
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're here tonight to bring you some of the best entertainment action you've ever seen. And also would like to remind you that Booze Machine has been a member for 26 months and he's just seeing. And now that he has a free super chat, he would like to donate a spin to whoever team gets the pinfall. Yeah, well, you can't give one spin to 4 people. That's not how it works, but I mean, we'll work something out. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, back to the action here. It's a West Side Homie type of affair. Now, both of these teams are well known within Devil Sheep community. They've been here since, what, Season 1, Season 2? I think almost everybody here has been here at least since Season 2. So, you know, veterans all through and through. Each one has studied each other's fighting. This could be a back-and-forth battle for the centuries. Whichever individual, okay. That makes sense, Boozy. You're right. Whichever individual gets the pin, gets the win. That's right. He also gets the sin. Nice hip toss there by Tyler Irk. Dusty circles around and in comes Lookin'. We got Bird and Bird on turtle action here tonight. You never thought you knew you wanted to see what you thought you never knew you loved. But here it is, right before your eyes, lovingly. XOXO. Gossip Girl. Nice takedown there from just looking into another nice stomp. Oh, Illusionati now feeling the pain.
5 minutes gone.
Double clothesline there between Dave and Illusionati. Nice technique, if true. Into the corner there. Circles around. And now Chowdy is part of the action. Getting in there, getting it hard, getting it tight, getting it wet. Chowdy knows how to smoke it. Whether it's blue, crystal, or, you know, green puffs, he's up in here dropping them nuts. Dave, on the other hand, consummate professional when it comes to drug abuse. You know, he's learned the special techniques of turning chemistry into, like, you know, an art form. Whereas, you know, Chowdy was more about cooking that. Dave is more about snorting and smoking and shooting and boofing and stuffing it up his bum. Anyways, the timer's running out and it could have got close. 4 seconds away there from a timeout. Luckily enough, Dave manages to get right back into the ring just in time. Nice flip over there. Dusty in some trouble here with a backhand from Dave. All right, Booze Machine now pushing forward. Look at that. The intimidation factor Booze Machine brings to the table is just off the charts here. Just looking, however, says, nah, son. It's yellow on blue. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? A nice hit there from Booze Machine. Nice flip over. Proving that it's not all about speed and stamina and style and grace. Sometimes you can luckily make your way through being a fat alcoholic. Another nice slam there from Lookin'. Goes up off the top rope. Sorry, Boozy. I didn't mean to get all personal there.
10 minutes gone.
Sling Blade back into the ring as well. Gets caught up now. I think Booze Machine's got something to prove here. Nice choke out from Sling Blade. It's a back and forth bitch slap battle. You love to see it. Who will be the outcome winner in tonight's match? You never know. One will put the sling on the cake, and the other one will put the fry. You know, all I'm thinking is who's going to put the lime in the coconut, and if anything, it's going to be Tyler Irk or Dave. Anyways, Tyler Irk coming out here now, trying to go for the pin. So we get a 2 count, not even 1 count, and flip up. You know, Sling Blade, consummate wrestler, straight from the 90s. He's been in so many 80s porno films. You can tell by the mustache, the physique. He probably could throw a football over a mountain, you know. He's got that Napoleon Dynamite charm of an Uncle Rico type character. Goes for the pin. Nice hit there. Booze Machine out of the way as Illusionati drops in. Sling wisely backs up, goes for the tag, and in comes Just Looking. You know, he's recently gotten over his court case where they were blaming him for spying on women, you know, all those peeping Tom charges.
1, 2,
Fortunately, he told him it was part of his persona. He was filming a documentary called Just Looking.
9.
And all the women who he filmed while they were on the toilet, he actually blurred out their faces. And no, he did lose the actual home footage, so he won't be able to return that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, shit's going fucking crazy. Look at this. Everybody's all over the fucking place.
11,
It's a 12 count. 13, 14.
16, 17,
Looking at it. Hey, 19. Wow. 1 second to spare and Just Looking and saves it by the hair of his chinny chin. This could have gone either way, ladies and gentlemen. What a fucking matchup tonight.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Back and forth battle. Dave, however, taking a little bit of the initiative over top of that. We now have 2 chairs in the ring. I wonder who's going to utilize them or if they will be utilized. But here comes Dusty Omelet. Catches a 3-hit combo. It appears that Dave is trying to tear them chicken legs off. He wants a drumstick, maybe a thigh. Ooh, nice chicken stomp. Going up again. There's another chicken stomp, but misses. What a matchup, ladies and gentlemen. This could go either way.
2, 3.
Nice foot stomp. Up again. There it is. Beautiful chicken. I don't know what you'd call it. The chicken pecker slap. But it was a beautiful technique nonetheless. Booze Machine trying to go for a roll-up pin. Gets caught, but reverses it. Now Booze Machine is on the top with a massive splash of his own. Dusty Omelet way too fresh to fall for that one. Up and down, boom! There it is, that Sling Blade Slam. You know, it's a special day in hell when you see Sling Blade and he's ready to smash you 21 times. Holy shit. Sling Blade has gone on a fucking bender at this point. Back kick to the head. Booze Machine in trouble. Really reeling. Tags in Illusionati, but gets caught. Manages to defend himself with one last suplex. Oh, and now Illusionati's getting caught up in it. Sling Blade's on a fucking rampage, ladies and gentlemen.
20 minutes gone.
Circles around and goes for a tag. Look at Sling Blade's on a fucking rampage, man. Oh, no. He had hit Booze Machine. Booze Machine got knocked out, but he's back in the game. Dave now switching gears and trying to gain a little momentum over Sling Blade here. Not allowing him to continue this onslaught that he's been taking recently. What's this? Booze got a free beer from the audience. Oh, Booze Machine is powering up. Ladies and gentlemen, you do not want to tag him in next. He was going to be fucking supercharged. It's back and forth. Chowdy catches one. What's this? Oh no, it's a dick punch instead. You know, Dave really working those angles. He's learned how to manage his timing and his shots. And I think that dick punch there really proves it. He's more of a reserved. Oh, but can he handle an egg directly injected into his throat like some sort of alien chest burster from Dusty Omelet? You know, if you've ever seen a chicken bitch slap you, it's got to be humiliating. And Dusty right now, oh no, he got caught by a turtle. Turtle versus chicken with a Smurf capper. And in comes Kermit. Oh, Kermit with a massive smash. Illusionati off the top. Oh, this could be the end here, right, ladies and gentlemen? What a fucking banger. Illusionati just ninja style fucking murder against a chicken. Chicken murder. Chicken side. Chicken side. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Tonight's matchup ends with 23 minutes and 46 seconds. We frog splash into a pinfall, and your winners in tonight's match are Booze Machine, Dave, Illusionati, and Tyler Irk, the Swamp Stompers! Yeah, bitch! What a fucking fight! You guys kidding me? My balls are up in my throat, ladies and gentlemen, as we get into the next match. It's gonna be Audrey and Opie team. Wait, what was? It's gonna be Dirty Mike and the Boys versus. Wait, were they the Shitters? Yeah, I do believe they're the Shitters. Audrey's a shitter for sure. Dirty Mike and the Boys versus the Shitters coming up next. Fluffy, welcome to the chat. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday, and thank you for joining. It's always nice to see you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, season 1 champion, Fluffy, who came in strong with her little tight cat suit and destroyed all the other wrestlers, has since stepped off into the sunset, but maybe we'll be back for more action. You never know. But up next, we got Dirty Mike and the Boys versus the Shitters after this quick commercial break. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a spin care of Booze Machine in order to go to Illusionati. And you get. Watch commercial. Illusionati has such the worst wheel luck. It's a +2 Illusionati. I mean, that brings Illusionati up to a +8 for next week. That's pretty good, Illusionati. Coming up next, we have some gifted spins from Devil Sheep this week. Chowdy, Dave, and Booze. Good luck, Chowdy. Let's see what you get on the Wheel of Steel, homie. Illusionati's just happy to get a 2 these days. Another +2 stats for Chowdy. Up next is Dave. Good luck on your wheel spin, care of Devil Sheep Gifting. Unfortunately, Dave, we're going to have to drug test you. It's either +4 if you win or -2 if you lose. And you know the rules. Heads you win, tails you fail. Good luck, Dave. What do you get? Oh, Dave, unfortunately, it's going to be a -2. We knew you've been mixing that toilet cleaner with the cocaine and the dick pills and, all those, you know, steroids. Unfortunately, this is what happens. We have to at least pretend to be, the FCC will shut us down unless we pretend we care, Dave. Sorry. And our final gifted of the night, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to go off to Booze Machine. Great match, great fight, everyone. We did love seeing what we saw, where we saw what we thought we seen. Here we go. And that's going to be a +10 Booze Machine. Ha ha. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it would appear that Booze Machine has a fucking giant horseshoe up his ass. Illusionati gets fucked by the wheel. And that's just kind of the way these things go. Congratulations, Booze Machine, on your +10. He's out here working out. He's drinking those fucking eggs in the morning. And he's running, like Rocky, and up the stairs and shit. Man, he's been carrying logs up mountains and shit. Booze Machine, +10. Just kidding. He went and got a 6-pack and dug a hole in the ice and started fishing. He hasn't come back since. But he did get lucky. All right, we'll save the rest of the spins unless anybody wants to donate. That's, of course, always welcome. We're going to get into the next matchup. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I give you Dirty Mike and the Boys versus the Shitters. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. These motherfuckers have been here since the beginning. Alright, you got yourself your Dirty Mike, you got Sully, you got fucking Opie, and the one and only Tuttle as well. You know, I've known Tuttle since he was a little turtle. You know, me and Sully and Tuttle Turtle, Dirty Mike and Opie, all been here since Ways and West Side homies. Fucking bangers and mash, eh? That's right, ladies and gentlemen, in this corner we've got the group of mismanaged misfits and mishaps. One of them will molest you, the other one will poison you. One of them was gonna stick his big fucking BBL deep, and then we have a furry. Ladies and gentlemen, the Shitters! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, watch this matchup, eh? First up, you got Opie over here. And let me tell you, Opie ain't no git, alright? Opie knows what he's doing. He gets in there, he starts choking at last, right? He's like, hey, bird, get over here. Why don't you pull up on my hood, YKK zipper, right? You know? Drops an elbow, and go for the pin. Unfortunately, you know, this bird right here, alright, her name's Audrey, and she don't take no guff, right? She don't play crazy like that bastard over here. Chris. No, not Chris Tuttle. He's the other one. He ain't the Tuttle. He's the Devimitar Kandar. Listen, this boy's been known throughout all the neighborhoods, eh? To do the rotten. He's gonna do you dirty like Johnny Rotten. Alright, so up next, ladies and gentlemen, we got this rotten cunt right here. He's about to catch him under the face, eh? That's what I say. Fair dinkum. Drop it on his head like it's hot. That's right. Oh, he's shredding some serious gnaw there, ladies and gents. That's right. Just like a trip to Macca's, he's gonna feel sick afterwards, eh? And then over there, like an unemployed Bunnings employee, eh? Chucking her in the ute, throwing her over the top. There's Dirty Mike, eh? You fucking rotten cunt, he says as he goes through. Yo, welcome to Destination Fucked. Sully with a nice slam. There you go. Back on top. You know, Sully and Frosted here going at it like back and forth. We're about to see who's got what on who and when and how. Nice fucking slam there. It's not the first time Frosted's had it taken up the pooper. Nice reversal. Takedown with the legs there from Frosted. Sully circles around. Gets caught up, though. It's a reversal. Frosted with a massive suplex. He's right fucked, isn't he? Isn't it? Oi, so what, you like some sort of fucking prince or something? Royalty or something? Alright, Grandpa with a nice drop there. Sully gets hooked up. Audrey underneath. Oh! The referee gets taken down. And once again, we've seen Sully face off against Frosted, and we've also seen Sully face off against Audrey. Nothing new here. Audrey getting a sniff of that dick before slamming it down hard. In comes Tuttle. Tuttle gets slammed from Audrey. You know, Tuttle, no stranger to being the silent protagonist in these types of events. Let's see how subtle Tuttle will be when it comes to going up against the likes of Frosted, someone who's known not to be subtle whatsoever. This could go either way, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, there's that blood infusion, too. Off of the ropes. Audrey comes around. But gets caught up. Oh, she's got him in that leg lock. Dirty Mike, you know, underrated fighter here. He reminds me of none other than Daryl Dixon, you know, from The Walking Dead, who's morphed into somehow a fetus carrying,
10 minutes gone.
delivery man. Well, looks like he's here to deliver some pain and punishment in tonight's fight. Let's see if Audrey can handle the pain delivery from Dirty Mike. Imaginary walls for Tunnel's only weakness. In comes Opie. Gets dropped instantly. Ow! Ah, help! Opie screams for pain. You know, Opie, well known for grabbing genitals, really trying to get a handful here, reaching for anything, but unfortunately, Zed knew he might go up against Opie, so he had taped him to his leg. Very tactically sound decision for Zed Gravitas, well known for taping his wiener to his leg. Ladies and gentlemen, Zed Gravitas, wiener leg taper extraordinaire. Another nice tag, and in comes Sully. Catches one from Chris Rose. Could go either way here. Chris Rose, well known for his power top fisting. Sully, just taking it as he can. Another nice reversal there. Sully. Nice tag in. Okay, here comes Audrey. Oh, look at that. Sully gets caught up in another one of those leg little twisty twisters. Sully. Tuttle. 2026. Look at that. Everyone's getting a fucking ankle lock from Audrey tonight. You know, I think Audrey has put up enough with the bullshit. She's hung out with the boys so long, she's become one of us. And now it's just a fucking matter of time until her twisted mind ferments into a plethora of destruction, just like has been taught throughout Dirty Mike and the boys. This could go either way. The shitters, the Dirty Mike and the boys, they're not too far off from each other. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I think they're both cut from the same cloth, and that's what makes this matchup so exciting here tonight. Do you vote for people who are fucked up or fucked up people who are fucked? Either way, it's going to be fucked. And you know, I think that's what I respect the most about these fighters here tonight. They're out here, they don't care. They could have been out here getting high or watching movies or, ice fishing, whatever they're into. But no, they come out here tonight and put it all on the line for your entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. Frosted here to prove that point and take a piece out of Dirty Mike once and for all. And then comes Opie. Opie and Frosted. It's a classic combination. You haven't seen the likes of which for months, but here we are back at it. Opie with a backhand gets caught up in a leg takedown. Flip over. Opie going for a pin. Not going to be able to do it. Unfortunately, when you're a 90-pound meth head and your arms are like wet noodles, you're not going to be that strong when it comes to fighting people in the ring, especially someone as high as a kite on methamphetamines and cocaine as Frosted Fox. Nice head plant there from Opie. Tries to return favor, but gets caught up. Opie, wily, sneaky, lovable, crazy, and definitely carrying some sort of disease. It's Opie McGruff. Nice reversal there, trying to break the arm of Audrey. Opie stumbles off and tags in Sully. You know, Opie and Sully, a very good combination, very potent. You know, and we've seen that recently, and, you got to give credit where credit is due. These two work well together, and when they do, you see that magic. Unfortunately, Audrey trying to go for the kiss of death. Sully may not... Wow, Sully barely survived that. It was sucking the life out of him. And now Tuttle is in here. He wants a little piece of that sweet Audrey action. Back and forth. Could go either way. Tuttle pushing forward. Gets caught up with a 2-on-1 Zed. Audrey situation. Oh! Tuttle's like, you like coffee, do you, bitch? Well, here, copy these nuts. I know that didn't make sense, but he grabbed the nuts! Okay, well, maybe it did. Tuttle never ceases to amaze me. One of the most creative, hilarious, monologuing motherfuckers you'll ever meet. Tuttle, if you're out there, we miss you, buddy. Come back to us. All right, Dirty Mike pulls in Chris Rose. Chris Rose returns fire with a kick. It's an overhand kick punch situation. It's roundhouse there by Chris Rose. You know, Chris Rose used to be one of the most pale people you've ever seen until he got into that tanning bed and had a nuclear accident. Bitch slaps overhand from Dirty Mike going up off the top rope. This could be it. One. Oh, dropped like it's hot. Dirty Mike with an amazing slot shot. And that's a 2.9. Dirty Mike almost securing victory alone. Oh no, Tuttle catches one. Back and forth, here we go. Chris Rose. Wow. Look at the technique on display here tonight from Chris Rose. What an amazing fight. What an amazing matchup, ladies and gentlemen. This fight is definitely going either way. With a pin, 2, and that's going to be a 3 count right there. Dirty Mike takes the fucking victory out of the hands of defeat of Chris Rose. Wow. What a great fight, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, with 25 minutes, 26 seconds into the match with a brass knuckles punch into a hook leg pinfall. Tonight's winners, Opie McGruff, Dirty Mike Sully, and Tuttle, the Dirty Mike and the Boy! Dirty Mike and the Boys take the victory. Does that feel? How that? Do you guys like that? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're enjoying the halftime show. We're about to get into more of the action. I'd just like to remind you all that catch us Tuesday because we're going to be doing the Spicare volleyball with all the same teams. We're going to need more teams as well. We're going to need another whole group of teams. We're going to need you to eat fresh. You like Subway? I'm not doing the Subway voice. I'm gonna go refill my water because my throat is getting a bit sore from doing all the fucking yelling or whatever. I'll be right back, and we'll get into the next one. Because up next we've got what's Mars' team again? Was hang on. Let me get the votes in here. Look at that delicious trophy. Don't you want to win that? Look at that. That's the Devil Sheep trophy, baby. All right. We got the A team versus. Hang on. The A team versus the BFFs coming up next, baby. Oh, booze machine. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get a couple spins going here while we still can. Dave with 10 spins, Nepo Dusty, and Slingblade birthday spin. Let's get Slingblade his birthday spin. Here you go. Happy birthday, 61 years, Slingblade. You rotten bastard. I cannot believe how old you are. You're awesome, and we love you. You get a custom move, Sliggy. I suggest using another super high flyer. All right, and Dusty with a nepotism spin. Congratulations on holding that nepotism belt as long as you have, Dusty. Here's your nepotism spin. Good luck. Get that nepo. This is my son. I'm going to assign him to the position of. There you go. Give him a nice +2, Dusty. And that brings Dusty up to a juicy +6 for next week. Congratulations, Dusty, on being a little nepotistic bitch. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, our next match. I give you the BFFs versus the A-Team. Here we go. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen. The one, the only, the A-Team. Nothing is better than when a team comes together, and I don't know why they didn't play the A-Team anthem, because that is a custom sound that that Veteran has. Interesting, if true. And in this corner, ladies and gentlemen, the BFFs, the gray, the white, the black. They bring it and bring it hard. It's the frickin' best friends forever. Destructo Hugh, just smoking, and Daniel below.
Fight! Yeah!
Very nice slam by Villalba. Goes up to the top with an elbow, but barely missing.
One!
You know, you got to wonder what's going through Daniel Villalba's head right now, and I've got to be thinking, not a lot, considering how small it is. I mean, if you look at the size of Bar's head compared to the size of Daniel Villalba's, we are dealing with some serious min-maxing here. That's true. Intentional or not, at least their outfits do match. Oh! Destructo with a middle finger. And unfortunately gets caught up with that nice up kick there. And a double up kick. Now I'm thinking here, Destructo needs to really be careful here. You don't want to get that amount of ectoplasm on your skirt. It's going to leave a stain. And, you know, you might have a date later, but your hair is going to be best. His up kick. Here comes Veteran with the double slam. Palmer there waiting patiently on the outside to deliver another slimy ectoplasmic blast. Another nice double kick. Free hair gel. Has anyone ever seen There's Something About Mary? Now you know where I'm getting at. Oh, look at the hang time on that suplex. Beautiful technique there from Veteran. Huge asshole with a knee slam of his own. Returns fire there with a hip toss. Here comes AI Colonel. Up and over.
5 minutes gone.
Oh, the amount of technical difficulties going on right now has got to be immense. Nice tag in over the back.
1.
Huge Dwarf, welcome to the chat. Hope you're enjoying your night. Glad to see you in here. Ladies and gentlemen, Huge Dwarf. One of the best to ever do it. AI going back and forth. The Colonel ends up getting a frickin' face punch from the one they call Just Smoking. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to take a quick word from our sponsors. Chris Rose with the 5 gifted Devil Sheep memberships. Thank you so much, Chris Rose. You made my night, sir. W. Chris. He's paying off the judges in real time.
1.
There's a 2. No, only a 1 count. Daniel Villalba. You know, as hard as he is to pin down, you can't fucking give him a headlock. Like, what are you going to do? You can't choke him. His neck is too small. His head just pokes out like a nipple flopping in the wind.
Yeah.
There's another nice teamwork. Beautiful work there. And you got to imagine here, if your name is AI Colonel, you've got it. Your programming is telling you you're feeling pain right now.
Minutes gone.
10 minutes deep into the match. Nice drop there. Oh, Sam Palmer with a headbutt. Sam Palmer circles around. In comes Destructo. Double drop kick to Palmer's head. You know, if anything, Palmer is all about head. Here comes Destructo. Turns around. Elbow gets caught up with that. She says, "You sit down!" Veteran and Destructo going at it in the middle of the ring for your entertainment tonight. That's right. Sam Palmer looks on, ready to headbutt if he can. Unfortunately, Destructo. Oh no, she's caught! Palmer enters the ring, but decides against it. This could go either way. Destructo Girl in some pain now as Daniel Villalba comes in to take up the slack. Welcome back, Palmer, 1995. Nice double kick there from Daniel Villalba. Could go either way here, ladies and gentlemen. What are we looking at? I don't know, but it is goddamn mesmerizing, and I can't look away. AI Colonel with a stomp. Fuck, he says. You can hear the frustration in his robotic voice. Huge asshole now getting dragged out to the center of the ring. Man on robot scissoring takes place. Unfortunately, no outcome that is suitable for either partner will be satisfactory. In the end, both will be left feeling shame and unsatisfaction. Carlos does agree. Oliver Closeoff is here, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't seen the likes of him since last time, or the time before. You gotta love it. Here we go. AI with a nice drop kick there, but gets return fire from Hugh Jasshole. The biggest Jasshole I know. In comes Mars. Smoking versus Mars now. Things are only heating up as we cross the 16.5-minute mark of tonight's fight, ladies and gentlemen. Things are crazy. Could go either way. I love how Oliver's fucking Nightbuck command is somebody coming on somebody's feet. Oh, classic. Classic Oliver, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Up and down, nice slam. Destructo gets in there, but I think just smoking now. Back and forth, gets clotheslined. This could be bad for him. As Mars goes, oh, he tried to get to the rope, but couldn't quite do it in time. And now Daniel Villalba trying to get all up in that ass. We're about to see which way this goes. Carlos, come on up on the bed. Up, go, up. 3 count, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna take it. Carlos, you distracted me at the worst time. Fuck you. Don't bark at me. You're grounded. No, you're grounded. You're grounded, young man. Yeah, that's right. You got told. Don't growl. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, we're cool? Are we cool? Why are you still growling? Don't look at me that way. I'm sorry! Okay, I won't. What do you want? Don't, what do you want? Ah! Help! Chad, he's gonna get me! Carlos, no! Just like that, Devil Sheep died that day. His wiener dog had chewed his neck out and ended his life abruptly. Midstream. Ladies and gentlemen, with 19 minutes 4 seconds into the match with a screw bomb into a double hook leg fall, your winner, Daniel Villalba, Just Smoking, Hugh Jassel, Destructo Girl, the best friends forever! Yeah, Fluffy, are you still angry at Illusionati? He only made a chocolate starfish comment. It's not a big deal. Do, 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 do. Carlos is not getting a golden shower. Coming up here. Come on, uppy. Up. Don't you ever talk down on Carlos. How dare you? She's a cat. She doesn't like dogs. That's what it is. All right. It's going to be the fucking Boozy versus... Holy shit. It's Dirty Mike and the Boys versus Swamp Stompers. Holy shit. This is going to be a good one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get your votes in. Who do you think is going to be the upcoming winner? Will it be the Swamp Stompers or Dirty Mike and the Boys? Coming up next. Hey, guys, I'm just happy Fluffy's in the chat again. It's been a while, but she's back, and we're happy. We'll have to get a Fluffy match going on here. You know what I'm saying? Smokes all their joints and then runs away. Look at the chat just wiling out over your shit talking. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a quick word from our sponsor, Chris Rose, with the 5 gifted Devil Sheep memberships. Thank you so much, Chris Rose. You were a fucking G-Dog on a fly trip. You cruised through the West Side. But you know what? I don't have any to give away. I'll have to give more next week. I thought I had some to give. Sorry. Next week. You want to fight Bannon, Lisa? We're going to have to wait till after. Anyways, get your votes in while we do Chris Rose's spins of the wheel. All right, good luck, Chris Rose, on the first of 3 spins. Unfortunately, Chris Rose, we're going to have to test you for drugs. You know how this goes. +4 if you win, -2 if you lose. Heads, you win. Tails, you fail. Good luck, Chris Rose. Oh, unfortunately, it's a -2, Chris Rose. Good luck on your second spin, Chris Rose. +2, so that negates what you just got. Final spin, Chris Rose. Let's see what you get. It's a +4, Chris Rose. Well, you didn't get fucked over as bad as if you were Illusionati, but I mean, that still kind of sucked. Hey, you still get +4. We take those. Dave's at a -2 for next week. However, Dave's character is probably at like, he's pretty much maxed out. Anyways, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Chris Rose, for your amazing freaking donation. And that's all the spins we have for now. Anyways, let's get into the next matchup. What do you guys say? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Swamp Stompers versus Dirty Mike and the Boys.
Blue Brothers 2.0.
Woo!
Blues and Badass Dave.
That's right, bitches. It's the one and only team up. You'd love to see it. Just make you a goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus. Tyler, Illusionati Dave, and Booze are coming down to make you fucking move. That's right, little bitches. It's us fucking Swamp Stompers. Goddamn sexual Tyrannosauruses. And in this corner, ladies and gentlemen, the degenerate club of fucked up people who don't give a shit. We'll come out there and we'll drop it like it's hot. Ladies and gentlemen, Tuttle, Subtle, Duddle, and Puddle. The fucking Dirty Mike and the Boys. The Subtle, Tuttle, Puddle.
Fight!
Here we go, starting off strong, ladies and gentlemen. We got Booze Machine versus Opie. This is generally what happens when you mix alcohol and drugs. Imagine this going on within your endocrine system, you know, your kidneys, your blood, and your brain. Comes Illusionati. We have weed and alcohol now. Oh! Smashing them. Brutal technique there, Illusionati. Really taking the fight to Opie. Opie fucks right off and calls in Sully. Grandpa, help! Grandpa! Yes, I'll come help you. I can't do the voice, but he's in there. Hopes Grandpa gets fucking slammed hard by Illusionati. When I slam down there. Up. Oh no! Look at that, Sully with the turtle slam. You know, I haven't seen this type of action since 1993 Turtles, Power. It was a movement back then, you know. I think it was led by Vanilla Ice, It was Turtle Power. We haven't seen the likes of which since. But I do like to see it coming back here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Turtle Power versus Sully, the crusty old bastard Power. Another nice kick there to the midriff. Circles around. Tongue-in-cheek action. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody knows more about tongue-in-cheek than Tuttle. He loves that shit. Nice hip toss throw there from Illusionati.
5 minutes gone.
There's that Kangina flipper slam. And you know, you haven't seen that technique in quite a while, almost 2 years.
Wow, wow, wow!
Dave going for a choke on Dirty Mike. It's the Dirty Dave choke. Dirty Mike gets caught. Reverse fire with an overhand right of his own. Dirty Mike, oh, celebrating his anniversary tonight. He's guaranteed to get laid, even though he's married. Oh, poke to the eyes. Returns fire underneath. Oh, kick to the balls. Off of the ropes is Dave with that rolling spin, but no one's there. Dirty Mike dodging the action and getting straight to the point. We don't have time for foreplay. Let's get straight to the fucking.
Yeah!
Another nice slam there from Dave. Jedi redacted Dragonborn out here. Watching on in tonight's fight. Oh, there's a kick directly and a punch straight to the junction. Nice elbow there from Booze Machine off the top rope. Boozy gets a patty cake bitch slap from Tuttle, and in comes fucking Opie. Off the rope, bitch. I may not run fast, but I can hit hard when I need to. Take this, I'll rip your dick off. Oh shit. Ow. Just like that, Tyler Irk saves the testicular region. Oh, but look at this. Opie's not done. He's trying to grab some more dick. Frogs don't have dicks. Let me grab. Ow. Opie tried to grab a handful of amphibian wiener, but they don't exist, apparently. Or wait, maybe they do, but they're too small. I don't know. Either way, Opie off the top rope changes his mind.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, and here we go. Everyone's outside of the ring. It's a fucking Royal Rumble. Everyone's going fucking crazy. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Opie grabbed a chair. Oh my god, shit is crazy. I don't even know who the legal man is anymore. Oh, Opie getting choked. Illusionati off the thing. Opie goes for a tag. Sully coming in. Grandpa, help. Yes. Yes. Grandpa's coming in. You look like a little blue popsicle. I can't do the voice. But yeah, in comes Sully. Popsicle enthusiast. On the top rope. Oh, and gets an elbow into a grandpa splat. We haven't seen the likes of a grandpa splat like that since the basement of 1987.
Wow, wow, wow!
I'm talking wood paneling on the wall and plastic carpeting on the floors.
4, 5, 6, 7,
Baby oil.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Nice double kick there as well. Wait, do turtles have cloacas? They're amphibians, not avians or mammals. They have some sort of cloaca. Anyway, Sully's about to find out here as he takes on the likes of... Oh, Tyler Irk. Opie gets called in, though. He's like, Grandpa, I got your back. Check this shit out. Ugh. You like that, bitch? Give me some fucking turtle soup. Wait, I don't want to kill Grandpa. I don't want to kill turtles. Ugh. Ow. Unfortunately, Opie takes a double kick. He does not want to harm turtles. He doesn't give a fuck about frogs. For some reason, turtles are cool, and Opie loves them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, look at this. Opie trying to fucking battle outside the ring with a chair.
16.
Manages to get in just in time. Shit has gone crazy here, ladies and gentlemen. It's hyper street fighting. Dirty Mike, look at him. He's like, hey! Calling on the audience for a little bit of that special love. Tyler Erck, Dirty Mike going at it for your amusement here tonight as we cross the 17-minute mark in tonight's fight. This back and forth battle there. Tyler Erck gets the better of the two, but both contestants still strong, still fighting, still getting it on. Dirty Mike tries to wrap him up. A little bit of ass-to-ass action. A la Requiem for a Dream. And out of the ring we go. We're going to see a timeout here. What's this? Booze Machine grabbing a beer from the audience, powering up in the corner as Dirty Mike waits patiently in the center of the ring. Oh, Tyler Erck, brutal assaultment. You know, this is what happens when you got two dirty as fuck teams fighting each other. Everyone here is a dirty, rotten cocksucker, and each one of them will do whatever it takes to win it. It doesn't matter. This thing's gonna win by dirt measures. Either way, someone in their dirtiest dirt mind is gonna dirt this dirt match to the dirtiest outcome. That's a lot of dirt, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Dirt.
20 minutes gone.
Nice headbutt waiting up top. Opie off the top. Oh, with a massive axe handle. This could be it. Are we going to get more axe to axe action? No. Dirty Mike steps in. Dirty Mike now off the top waiting with a beautiful hit. This could be it. Goes for the pin. Opie's there to block. And that's going to be it. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Dirty Mike and the boys takes the victory. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. With 21 minutes, 5 seconds into the match, with the diving front hook kick into a hook leg pinfall, your winners, Opie McGruff, Dirty Mike, Sully, Tuttle, the Dirty Mike and the boys. Wait, that doesn't make no sense. The Dirty Mike and the boys, or just, I guess it's just Dirty Mike and the boys. Either way, they're dirty, they're Mike, they're boys, you know? And now that you know that, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get into the next match. It's going to be Dirty Mike and the boys versus, who's on Daniel's team again? Hang on, what team was that? 1 second. Best Friends Forever. All right. So it's BFFs versus Dirty Mike and the boys coming up next. Fuck my memory. It's going to take me an entire month to remember all these teams. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be the Best Friends Forever versus Dirty Mike and the boys. We're going to take a quick break here while I use the bathroom. 90 seconds, BRB. And then we'll continue with the final matchup, ladies and gentlemen, of the night. Who will be the winner? Get those votes in now, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, mother effers. Sorry about the delay. Dave, I don't know where you are, but you have 10 spins. I could bank these for you if you want, but um he said he would be back later. I don't know. We're getting close to the end of the shit here, so I feel like we should do these Dave spins. Let's do them. We're going to do a couple Dave spins here. Starting off strong. Dave, thank you so much for your amazing donation. I really appreciate it. Let's see what you get for your first of 5, Dave. Unfortunately, Dave, you were so close to plus 10. Look at it right there, that juicy plus 10. But you got to fuck all. Go fuck yourself, Dave. You get nothing. Ha ha! Second spin, Dave. Let's hope you get better luck than last time. Hey, ha ha! Imagine just be such a total dick about it. All right, Dave with a plus 2 for the next. That makes Dave fucking break even right there. All right, Dave, good luck on your next spin, homie. Ooh, Dave with a plus 6. Smoking doesn't want any of the smoke. That's classic. Whoa, Dave with a plus 10. Oh shit. He's out here hitting jackpots, baby. The wheel giveth and the wheel taketh, and the wheel just said you can have plus 10 after I told you to fuck off earlier. All right, Dave with 5 more spins after this, and we are going to get Dave. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dave Foundation has been here since 1997, bringing you happiness and joy to all the children that like to shop at, Wendy's. Dave Thomas and the Dave Foundation working together to not only bring you the violentest fights, but, the most heartfelt, greasy sandwiches you can get. And that's why Dave is fucking. That's why Dave's. You know what? We're just gonna leave it there. Dave, you work with Wendy's now as an ambassador. You're on their payroll, okay? Not fucking around, because ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be Daniel versus Opie's team, aka the Best Friends Forever versus Dirty Mike and the Boys. Here we go. Exactly, he invented the Baconator. Dude, the Baconator is fucking bomb. I could eat one right now, so good. Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, the Best Friends Forever, Destructo Girl Hugh, Just Smoking, and Daniel Villalba. One of the best to ever do it. And in this corner, ladies and gentlemen, you've got the one, the only, Dirty Mike and the Boys, Tunnel Sully, Dirty Mike and Opie. Coming out here to lay it all on the line tonight, see who will be the winner, who wants to win. We've got gray and black on both sides of the ring here. Who would have thought it came down to this? The Degenerates versus Degenerates. And even Ellen DeGeneres wouldn't be able to call this one, ladies and gentlemen. Because I think we're in for something special, unique, dangerous, exciting, West Side Homie type shit here tonight. Opie starting off strong with a choke against Daniel Villalba. Unfortunately, his little hands couldn't wrap around the tiny head of Daniel Villalba, slipping loose. Dirty Mike holding down Devil Sheep's wife. Here we go. All of these teams are color coordinated, and it's a sight to behold here tonight. The Devilship Championship Arena. Audience clapping on here for Huge Asshole tonight. They want to see a return to the basic form, the return to the classic style of wrestling. You know, I think Frosted Fox has made somewhat of a mockery of the wrestling fighting tonight. However, the judges seem to allow it, and not only that, encourage it. And, you know, this is what it's become. It's the culture, it's the wrestling. But Huge Asshole is here to show you from a different era what it can be all about. True sportsmanship, championess, and repression. All rolled into one violent package. Sully moves forward, gets caught up with a nice body slam there from Huge Asshole. Up and down. A beautiful slam there. 2-on-1 situation.
2, 3, 4,
Asshole smashing it. Oh!
7, 8,
Sully might be in some trouble here.
10, 11, 12, 13,
You can see our first count out of the night. 19! Wow! 1 second left, and Sully manages to get back into the ring, and not only that, but to dominate in dominating fashion. Sully goes for a tag in, and here comes Tuttle. Tuttle versus Destructo Girl. 2026. History in the making. This is something we've never seen before, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Opie. And decides against it. He's like, I don't know if I would fuck with that bitch. She looks like a psycho. Tuttle, however, not as wise. Tries to push forward. Unfortunately, gets caught up with that kick to the scrotum. Nice back and forth. Destructo going for that dick grab. Tuttle with an overhand, right. Gets caught though, gives him the finger. Look at this. Oh, it's a stone cold stunner from Destructo Girl. Fuck!
Yeah!
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Destructo Girl gets caught up in the grip of Opie with his oversized head. Tags in Dirty Mike. Now it's Dirty Mike and Opie versus Destructo. Beautiful technique there. Destructo shows why she's managed to tame the fucking beast. Up on the top rope, but misses. Destructo up too quick. Dirty Mike tries to grab from behind. It's still a 2-on-1 situation, nonetheless. Destructo with another beautiful backhand. Going in for the tag, but her partners aren't there. Destructo once again tangles up with Dirty Mike. We are back at the same position we were a few moments earlier. All right, just Smokin' manages to pull his way in. Now we have Smokin' versus Dirty Mike. Nice flip over attack there. Into a clothesline. Double kick there from the one they call Just Smokin'. As Sully tries to circle around and get him in a beautiful suplex of his own. All right, Sully. Yes, oh, my uterus. Oh, I can't do the voice. Yes. I can't do the voice. Now we have the two old timers going at it. It's Huge Asshole scissoring a dirty old Sully. Herbie. Grandpa versus the Huge Asshole. Boom! Another nice slam there, and over the rope they go. Opie instantly grabs a chair. He's like, fuck this. I'm gonna crush someone's skull with this chair.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
19, 20, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be a countdown victory. Unfortunately, you jasshole just could not get up in time. And we have found our first victory of the night with a controversial win. Ladies and gentlemen, what you have seen here tonight is got to be one of the most upset victories we've seen in a long time, and this is going to shake things up for years to come, ladies and gentlemen. Opie McGruff, Dirty Mike, Sully, and Tuttle. Dirty Mike and the boys take the victory with 14 minutes and 18 seconds into the match. The first 18-man Fuckfest champions, Dirty Mike and the boys. Yes. Yes. I can't do it the way he does it, but there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, who would have thought that was fucking fixed right from the beginning? Listen, you didn't think we had this shit rigged? Come on, man. Come on. Of course we did. It was rigged from the start. What a matchup, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here I say we give Dave his last 5 spins. Let's get him. Let's get him going. Unfortunately, Dave, you get a fuck all for that spin. The L's just keep coming. Oh, man. Another +4, Dave. Is he gonna get? It's another drug. Heads you win, tails you fail. Dave, give him the +4. He deserves it. Oh, and he's failed again. It's gonna be a -2. It's been a roller coaster ride of emotions for Dave here tonight during his training camp. You know, he's had some ups, he's had some downs. But unlike any champion, he never gives up. Dave with 3 more spins. Here you go. I call bullshit. We need a belt rematch. It was fixed from the start, homie. Custom move, Dave. Final spin, Dave. Good luck, homie. Title shot, Dave. All right, Dave got 2 fucking title shots, as long as or as well as Bannon. And I do believe we did Dusty's Nepo spin already, did we not? Devil, you gonna play GTA tonight? I wasn't planning on it. I don't know. My problem with GTA is unless I have friends to play with, I don't really want to. I don't want to go in half-empty servers or like deal with the same people or go into a public server and get shit on by randoms. I really need a good server, you know? I wish, but you know. Yeah, I think we're gonna call her here for now. Anyways, this is gonna be we're gonna pick it up next time with all the outcomes that we've had tonight. And I think next time we have some call outs to do. We got all these belts to do. And we're going to get through all of this shit next time. But for now, I think we still had a pretty good turnout. We've had some good shit. You know? Illusionati, Dusty, Mars, Stinge, Heather, Chowdy, Dave, Booze, and Chris Rose. All with some come-ups for this week. And we're going to add those up here. And then you'll, you know, doing the thing here. We got custom moves. We got all this good shit. And don't forget Tuesday we're going to be doing Spicare volleyball with the same types of teams. We're going to need a good handful of new teams. So if you guys want to create teams for the volleyball, let me know. Hit up the Discord. There's a Spicare. It's in the Fight Night section. Go to the volleyball thing. It's at the bottom there. And we'll get you guys signed up for volleyball as well. That shit is really fun. Trust me. We'll do that Tuesdays. So for now, thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.